and gentlemen, flying solo coming at you live. Well, not live, it's recorded, but we're coming at you anyway with a true solo league game of Arkham Horror, new league that has started. Due date is tomorrow for the first two adventures, and I just found out about this thing, so I am going to do it to it. We are playing Ashcan in the Dunwhich Legacy. So, I'm not going to be reading any of the story. I assume that nobody really cares about that. You've probably all played it before. And also my Arkham cards app, I'm using a phone to record, but I would usually read the Arkham cards app with. So there we go. We have Ashcan that going to the casino. That's the first thing we're doing. We will read these cards, sure, why not? The Clover Club. You have entered the Clover Club Casino in search of Dr. Morgan. The club is bustling at this late hour, filled with patrons looking to relax and to drink or make it big. You don't appear to be in much danger. Criminals are aloof, and if I damage a criminal enemy, we will advance to Agenda 2. Beginner's luck. Act 1, you need to find Dr. Morgan. The club is packed. Perhaps somebody knows where he is. You reveal a Chaos Token. You may treat it as if it were any other Chaos Token in the bag, so that means that we would have cheated. We need 4 clues, and when we have collected the requisite number of clues, we spend them immediately and advance. So we are, of course, at La Bella Luna, a multi-purpose establishment. 1 clue here. Now, here we can resign. Ashcan and Old Duke are going into the club. Imagine that, what time period you're living in, they're not letting a dog into a casino. Anyway, we are running, let's take a look at the deck here. So we have, we're going to mulligan that. And I suppose we will keep the rest of this. Yeah. We'll shuffle this back in. So we're doing a lot of graveyard shenanigans with old Ashcan here, so we'll see that deck as we go along. Pretty typical Survivor jank, and his 5 cards from another class are all Mystic cards. Okay, let's take a look here. So we are going to get our resources to start the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, I'm organized as usual. So from Bella Luna, we need to get a clue, so let's spend our very first action and spend 2 and put a flashlight down. And of course, that has 3 supplies also, and then we can exhaust, we can spend the supply to give -2 Shroud to our location. And so I recall, it's been a while since I played this one, but there are clues to get inside, but there's other ways to get clues, such as discarding allies, gambling, and tables and such. So exhaust Duke fight, base skill of 4 plus 1 damage. Exhaust Duke investigate, base skill of 4. You may move to a connecting location immediately before investigating. Okay, so we are going to use the flashlight as our second action. Investigate this location. Shroud of 0, so any positive result is a good result for us. So -2, you may spend 2 resource charges at 0 and say, well, that is still a pass because we tied the 0. So this is our first clue. And, well, you know what? We should have done this first. Well, we are going to pay a resource and put the lucky rabbit's foot into play. Of course, that will let us, as we fail a skill test, we can draw a card. Can we see all? Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everything looking good here. Give me suggestions about the layout or anything. Just let me know. Posts down below. As I am pretty bad at YouTube, but I'm pretty bad at this game as well. So we'll see as we go on. Hope you're having fun anyway. Let's see. So we're done. So we are going to go to the Mythos phase. He is a hunter. So he's actually going to come out. He's aloof, but I guess he still moves. After an investigator at hitbox location gains any number of clues he read. So he's coming out to a bell. Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed in the casino with Johnny Dog. 1 Mythos. 1 Doom. And let's take our card. If his O'Banion's thug, well, he's engaged with you, you cannot gain resources. Of course, he is a human criminal as well, so he is going to be out here, and we're just going to move on, right? Each criminal gains a loot. Yeah, they're all criminals. So that is going to go, oh, and our resources covered. Yeah, we should try and play it in order. Okay, well, that is my Chinese starting set, but that is scavenging, of course. Investigate, pass by 2 or more, and we can take something back from the old discard pile. Let's drop the scavenging. There. Okay. And that's our first action. Second action, we're going to go to the bar. Lounge, the bar. The shelves behind the bar sag beneath the weight of all manner of bootleg drinks, cheap ales, moonshine, expensive bottles of wine, aged whiskey. If only I had a couple hours to kill, yes, Ashcan is definitely a drinker. Well, in his Act 1, it spent 2 resources, gained 2 clues for the total pool, draw 2 cards, and we had a drink. That is an action. So our first action was to put that down, our second action was to move, and our third action, yeah, we're going to do it. What the hey? Spend 2 resources, gain 2 clues from the total pool, so that means we need only 1 more clue to advance the act. So that is 3 clues for Pete, Duke, and we have had a drink. So we are finished, so we're going to take 1 resource and draw a card from our deck. Old key ring, okay, so let's put our hand here. 2 take hearts, a grave digger shovel, and a key ring. Okay, good boss. Excuse me, sir, I told you can't come in here with that damn dirty dog. 1 more doom. And our card. Put curse luck into your threat area. You get -1 skill value during all skill tests. After you succeed the skill test by 1 or more, discard cursed luck. Okay, that's okay. That's not so bad. Let's go to the card room. So our first action, we're going to go to the card room. I know that the lounge is where you, if you need an ally in your hand. And I only have a cast in this deck, and I don't have any in my hand at the moment. As you approach the card room, the clinking of poker chips and shuffling of cards is punctuated by the shouts of revelry and frustration. Your thoughts are nearly drowned out by the packets. Spend 2 resources, reveal a random chaos token. If it is a critical symbol, gain 2 clues. If it's an even number, gain 2 clues. If it's an odd number, okay. So that was our first action to move. So our second action, we're going to take a, and then we're going to spend it and try this. So we just need an even number or a critical pass. Let's go. Cheat. I feel we're pretty early, so in the game. I'm not, but if he's going to attack us. Oh, should we cheat? Jeepers creepers. What the heck? We'll cheat. So, old Ashcan, he's got to know a lot of sleight of hand. Or the dog will just cause a distraction. Whips out the ace of spades from the side of the guitar. We cheat. So we'll turn it to a critical pass. So we gain 2 clues and 2 resources. So we immediately spend 4 clues in advance. So that leaves us with a net benefit of 1 clue. And we get our resources back. 2 resources. Okay. And we cheated. So, what do you think? I gotta stop kicking this camera. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Cheated, and we had the drink. We've done everything bad, but we're flying through this. Right? That's our third action, by the way. Let's take a look here. Okay. After speaking to a number of gamblers and servers, it seems as though Dr. Morgan has had quite the run with it. Instead of cashing out his winnings, he was convinced to double down. 1 more round, bottles to the ground. He was last seen entering the guarded hall near the back of the card room. Had to set aside a darkened alley in his way. Oh, gee. So the darkened alley is connected to the close card room there. And of course, that is discard cards. If it is agenda 1, which it is, so we're going to discard cards until a criminal is discarded and spawn the enemy in the darkened hall. So bang is good, but he is still going to be a loot. Discard here. Okay. Act 2, skin game. Dr. Morgan is somewhere in the private section of the club where only VIPs and the managers are allowed. If you are to find him, you're going to have to sneak or fight your way in. Only investigators in the VIP area or groups, 4 clues as a group to advance. We have 1. That's going to be our turn, so let's get a third resource in a card. Wrecked by nightmares, so we lose ties. No, wrong. Exhaust all assets you control, put wrecked by nightmares in play in your dread area. Assets cannot already. Okay. Exhausted. Exhausted. Okay, so 2 actions to get rid of that. That's totally yes. And he is going to move up here. We're going to put our third, that's our discard. Our third Doom token here. There's one of the big ones, that's 3. And no more hunters, so we will go to our card. It's a swarm of rats. Oh, so that is engaged with us. So we're engaged with a swarm of rats, and that puts it to our turn. Now, we're going to fight the swarm of rats first. Because it's fight 1. We are fight 2 only. Shoot. Well, we need to only succeed by 1 or more, so we're actually fight 1 as well. We -1 for doing skill test. So if we succeed at skill test by 1 or more, discard first look. Wow, this sucks. But you know, so well, you know what we're gonna do? We cannot ready assets. Boy, oh boy. Sucks. We're gonna pay 2 to drop the regular shovel. Okay, that's in play. Yep. And the rats hit us for 1 damage. And we're going to swing +2 for the attack, so we have 3 against their 1. I'm going to commit a card. 3, cultist. -3. If you succeed, gain 3 resources. We actually fail. Okay, if this test fails, the performing investigator draws 2 cards and gains 2 resources. So that's our second action. We get 2 resources, we get 2 cards. Now, that's for evading and exploit weakness. Play before revealing a chaos token during an attack or evasion. Only if the difficulty of the test is currently 0, automatically succeed. Okay, so we cannot do that. What we can do is once again fight with the shovel, 3 against 1. And it is -1, so that is 2 against 1. So our cursed luck is gone, and the rats are also gone. Yet we are still exhausted everything. So that is, we're not getting clues, so he's not going to hit us. So let's take a resource on a card. Yeah. Grizzled. So my grizzled human is the keyword that I put on grizzled. So this is going to go to the mythos space. Now I'm going to complete. No enemies to do anything. Your questioning has drawn the attention of several men and hired thugs by the look of them. Francis doesn't want to be bothered, one of them says. He suggests you can leave the premises. Shuffle everything in the deck. If we have completed extracurricular activity, we have not. So this is the first scenario, so we are going to go to agenda 2. Underground muscle. So now they are no longer aloof, including the Cloverfoot hit boss. But that's okay. I mean, we have some time, right? We got some time here. We have 3 turns. Well, he's on me now, right? He's a hunter. Well, let's smack him with the shovel. I'm going to use my... Well, I've got to take a card as well. Twist of Fate, reveal a random token from the Chaos Bag. It is a +1. Take 1 damage. Well, that's not so bad. Okay, now, he has 4 health, and he hits for 2. This is bad. Let's evade him. I want the victory point. not elite. I mean, I could double up and shuffle them back into the deck. After you fail a skill test by 2 or less during the invasion attempts, there's on top of the encounter deck. And you just come right back to me next turn. +2 for this attack. My first 2 actions get rid of the Rectify Nightmares. Did I do that already? No. My first 2 actions to get rid of Rectify Nightmares, so these things can ready again. And I will evade them. What the heck? So it is R3 against history. Skull, so -2. Can spend 2 to treat it as a 0 instead. No. I'll fail by 2, and I'll use dumb luck. Because I know, then I won't get another card, and I'll know what that is, right? So I'm going to put him up on top of the deck. Then our turn is over. We get to ready everything we have. Okay. And we draw a card. So resource and card. Lucky. Okay. Now we'll put 1 Doom on the agenda here. And we'll draw out, and it is him again, the pit boss. Okay, so let's get cracking on this guy. So we're gonna fight. So first we'll use Duke. This is for 2 damage. My 4 against history. Ooh, +1. So he takes 2 damage. Sick 'em, boy. And now we are going to attack. Use the shovel, so 4 against 3. Second action. It's -1, so that's a hit for 3 damage, and we'll use the shovel one more time. Just bashing his head into the shovel in the card room. After we cheated, too, no less. I mean, he's right to come and stop us. +1. So this guy is gone into the victory display. And that's the turn. So we're ready, Duke, and we'll take a resource and a card. It's our cat. Okay, now, we can go to the lounge and discard the cat. Our second Doom here. Still, none of these enemies are hunters, so they're just sitting there. So we will take a card. Surge. We've had a drink, so we lose an action. Only 2 actions this turn. If there are no unengaged, okay, so hunt it down. He is going to, each criminal moves 1 location towards you, and if it engages you, attacks you. So he can come here, and he can come here. So he will attack for 2. Now he is engaged with us. Gosh. And that is another 2 damage. Nuts. I said it wasn't bad taking those damages, but now it appears to be pretty darn bad. So I'm really no way to heal. It's our turn again. Okay, he's engaged with us. So let's get Duke on him. So 4. We have lucky, so 4 against 4 for the kill. Oop, it's a -1, so we are going to use lucky. A resource, and this guy is also bitten to death by the dog. Is exhausted. We're going to go to the lounge. Overclock lounge gate. Look at the top part of your deck. If it is an ally, you may put it into play. Otherwise, draw it. That was dumb. That was not the right thing to do. I guess there's more than 1 lounge, so it's not the one that I thought it was. I'm going to go back to the card room because it's the only way to get this dark and oh, what a waste of an action. We're done. Readying Duke, taking a resource, drawing a card, winging it, putting the 3rd Doom on here, so that is going to bring about the chaos in the Clover Club. Amidst the chaos and confusion, strange upon hope, this part of this, whoops. So, to be here, you hear a crash somewhere outside and screams of pain. In the lounge, a terrible monstrosity smashes through the entrance to the club, crushing the stairwell, knocking over several gangsters and patrons alike, spawn a random enemy from the hideous abomination. So here they are, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolling. Okay, it is the servant of the lurker, and he is spawned in the lounge right here. So we're going to shuffle striking fear set deep in the deck. Remove all investigators and unengaged enemies from Mobile Luna to the lounge, from Mobile Luna to the game. So that is going. Okay, and we will go to Agenda 3. Amidst the chaos and confusion, the strange abominations attack everyone in the club. Screams echo through the halls. The blood begins to spray. Brutal. The start of each enemy phase, the start of each criminal in the same location as an abomination. Now, we can go down there and fight this abomination for another victory point, but we killed the kid boss, and we are only 2 health left until the end of the game, until we're dead. So let's forget about that and just pursue Morgan while we can. Didn't get the clues there like I thought I might. That's a really tough card. That gets to be an ally. Anyway, we will draw a card. Yep. Violent commands into your threat area. Deal 2 damage to an investigator at your location and discard this force until at the end of your turn. Test willpower 3 if you fail to take a horror. So we're gonna have to leave that in. There's no way we can take 2 damage because that will knock us out and give us trauma, which we do not want. So on our turn, we are going to go to the Dark Hall, which is empty at least, because that sub came through backshot range and then it got killed by a dog. Heavy oak door stands in a secluded corner of the club. As you approach it, the air grows heavy and the clamor of the card room fades behind you. When dark and hall is revealed, let the 3 back door hallway locations into play. The door slams shut behind you, and you stand in that was supposed to be the door slamming shut, and you stand in sudden silence. What is sudden silence? The area of the club is lonesome and devoid of warmth and color. Somehow, a spotless floor of walls seem more sinister than inviting. So these are connected to all 3 darkened hallways. We're going to randomize it here. One, we're going to press it. Okay, we are going to the middle darkened hallway here with our second action. Oh, it is the VIP room. Excellent. So well, at least we know where the VIP room is now. One clue in here. You cannot draw cards or resources during the upkeep phase. Okay, victory point 1. We don't need resources or cards. So, okay. So we need to spend only 2 clues. So we can get out of here right now, but we haven't found Morgan yet. So while I'm here, let's use the flashlight to make this a 1 and use Duke to investigate whether it's to a 4. 4 against 1. So this is -3, and if you succeed, gain 3 resources. So we do gain 3 resources as we pass. And we will use the resource, we'll take this clue, so that's the second clue we need. And our turn is done. We get no resources, no card. So we'll go right to the mythos phase. This guy is a hunter, so he is coming up to the card room. He is coming. Oh boy. We have 1 chance to go to the darkened hall and back and find Morgan. Well, we can at least evade this guy pretty easily. So you know what? What we're going to do, non-elite is not elite. So what we're going to do, now that it's our turn, is pay 1 resource and play the stray cat into our play area. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the back doorway. Oh, called doorway. Oops. The art gallery. Oh, wait a second. This is only Act 2. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. We're going to spend the clues. I think I did Morgan is in here. Rewind. I thought we were on the last act for some reason. You find Dr. Morgan. So we spent the 2 clues. Shouldn't have revealed that in our gallery, but whatever. You find Dr. Morgan gambling in one of the VIP rooms, but he appears to be playing cards with 2 unconscious bodies. Oh God, his pupils are dilated and going in trance. He can't seem to stop laughing and smiling and chatting with the other players. Put Dr. Morgan into the VIP area all the way. Okay, where are you? Here's Morgan. Delta. Okay. Going all in. With or without Morgan, you have to get out of here fast. So Dr. Morgan is not controlled by a player. He parlay has willpower 3 to shake him out of his daze, place a clue from the token bank on who ever only do it once. So our first action is going to be our willpower is 4. So 4 against 3. So we're just going to go for it. -2 is a fail, so we're going to test it again. 4 against 3. Let's put Grizzled, 5 against 3. Let's go. -2. Perfect. Okay, that is a pass. So, basically that's it. Take control of each end negotiated. We can resign. Okay, so we cannot resign here. So that's our second action. If we go to the darkened hall, this guy's going to come and kill us. So we're going to have to hang out here. Take control of it? Yeah, okay, so we have Morgan in our play area. Can we have the cat and Dr. Morgan? I mean, I don't know. Someone's going to have to tell me yes or no. Because I need the cat. But I didn't play him, so I'm going to say I can have him, technically. So I just want to fight, I think you're going to call the blood or card. Okay, darken the fact. So our 2 clues are spent. Do we need more clues? I don't know. This is the art gallery. I already cheated. So when I go back here, I'm going to randomize where we go, just to make it a little more fair. We have 1 action left, so we are going to. And I don't know. Going to draw a card. Okay, drawn to the flame. So I don't think we're going to need that, but we might. We're done. So we're going to test willpower, 4 against 3. If we fail, we take a horror. Call this, so we do fail, and we take a horror. That's okay. The servant is going to go to the darkened hall. Now, we're going to put a doom here and draw a card. Whoop! And mobster. Bad. That's bad. Well, that's not so bad. Yeah, maybe bad. He's not elite. Gosh, we could get knocked out here. Well, he's not going to hunt if we use the cat this turn. So our first action, we're going to use Duke. So we 2 damage. So 2 against 2 on the mobster. Flipping up. Oh, critical pass. Discard a card from your hand. Ready and acid. Oh, I forgot about that. Discard a card from your hand. Ready and acid. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So it's +2 and ready Duke. Whoop, he's up. +2. So this guy is destroyed by Duke. That's 1, 2. And we will discard the cat to automatically evade and non-enemy enemy. Now then he's just going to be engaged with us. So unless they just evade him again next turn, that's all. Yeah. Okay, stray cat. He's evaded. That's the best way to do it. Oh, I think. Okay, so take a zero in the cup. Keyring. No, well, we got an evasion here. So he's ready, so he's engaged with us. We'll put him Doom, so that brings us to 3. And we're going to take a card. You must either remember that you have cheated, lose 5 resources, but raise the stakes in your threat area. What is remember that you? Oh, I think if we hadn't cheated already. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have the money, honey. It's our turn again. So we are going to evade. We have 3 against 2. There's no way we can kill this thing, right? We had 3 against 2. Play before 10 to 0, waiting it. -1 shot, yeah. Just 3 against 2, so I'll commit this for 4 against 2. On the evade. -2, that's a pass. So he is going to stay here, and we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to make it fair. Okay, that's lucky. We're in the back alley. We need a clue. There is a clue here. Oh no, we can just assign. Oh, it's a direct point. So clue. That's our second action. So we're going to grab this clue using the flashlight. That brings us down to 0 shroud. So -1 pass. We have the clue and the victory point. That's not it though, because our turn is over. So we're going to doom, ready, and draw a swarm of rats. So we're going to just resign. Resign. You escape the club, doing your best to look incompetent, no, inconspicuous, as several cars pull up near the street. A handful of grim-faced men and women exit, running towards the restaurant's entrance to take control of the situation. One of them catches your eye and his hand on the grip of his .38 gun. But thankfully, he turns his attention back to the rest of his crew and follows them into the club. You breathe a sigh of relief. If an investigator resigned with Morgan, so we're going to go through Resolution 2. I will give you a recap of what happened in Resolution 2 in the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, like and subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, whatever. I can't force you. You can live your life your own way if you want to. It's not up to you.